Thursday who said, I want to think about it. He came that Friday, and that's the Friday I said, okay, I'll come Monday. I go Monday, I sign up. The guy he talked to Thursday says, okay, I'm ready. He places the guy that signed up, that he talked to Thursday that said, I'm going to think about it, underneath me. He was placed underneath me. He talked to his frat brother, who talked to his frat brother, who talked to his friend, who talked to his friend, who talked to his frat brother, who talked to his friend, who talked to his frat brother, who talked to John Abrams, six-figure earner on my team. That one leg, at one point in time, I had 27 executive directors on that leg. The year that I got $100,000, when they called and said, Mr. Edwards, congratulations, you're a six-figure earner, $40,000 that year was team overrides. Small business. I got small business certified. I always went in and talked to small businesses. It's the most, in my opinion, highest persistency plan that we have. No small business owner is going to say, I don't want legal coverage. No small business owner is going to say, I don't want someone to write letters to help me collect money that's owed to me. And you're telling me I don't have to pay them a commission or a percentage of what they collect? That's a no-brainer. It's the easiest plan. I sell small business plans just on debt collection. That other stuff comes with it. But our focus is we write letters for you to get your money back. All right? Group. This is the area I love. You're telling me I can talk to 100 people. I'm guaranteed at least 5 people to sign up. I like it. People say, I've gone into groups and only 5 people. I've talked to 120 people and only 5 people sign up. People say, that's a failure. No, that's $1,000. All right, CDLP, being able to talk to over-the-road truck drivers. Sometimes you'll go to a company and they'll say, hey, well, we have CDLP drivers. What do you have for them? I'm glad you asked. We have the #1 law firm. Their only specialty is working with CDLP drivers. There are new laws right now where a company, if a trucking driver gets a fine, not only does the driver get a fine, the company gets a fine. And you're telling me you have something in place that can eliminate that fine for my driver and the company? Come on in. All right? And then, of course, personal development. You have to work more on yourself than you work on anything else. It's a daily habit. I was never a big reader before this business. To be honest with you, I'm still not a big reader. But you gotta understand, personal development is the key to your success. Building up, I talked about this yesterday with our team in our meeting. Personal development allows you to stay in your channel. And here's what I mean. Here's why, this is the alcohol coming again, so brace yourself. Here's why a lot of you are having problems in this business. You worried about the wrong thing. Did you see what she's wearing at the desk? You see how many people came? I bet you Don made some money. Is corporate coming out with, we don't have the Florida plan yet. When is Florida switching over? You're worried about everything else that has nothing to do with your success. Right. I don't care who Don has at the front desk. I don't care who Mr. Balcone has at the front desk at the weekly meeting. All I want to know is if I call Mr. Balcone and say, Mr. Balcone, I got a guest coming to your briefing on Thursday. I want to make sure he greets them professionally. I want to make sure somebody circles up with them. And I want to make sure somebody gets them amped up. You're telling me I didn't have to worry about booking the room? I didn't have to worry about setting up the room. I didn't have to worry about a projector. All I had to do was get somebody in front of the information. What am I concerned about? I want you to understand there is no medium in between this. You're either helping the market or you're hurting the market. Your little funky attitude is hurting the market. Because your guests see that. People buy into the environment. If I gotta come every week and listen to this bigger background talk, that's the stuff I'm dealing with at work right now. I don't need to come here and deal with that. If you're not willing to stand and greet people at the front door, don't worry or complain about who's doing it. That's the problem. You worry about the wrong thing. If you're not going to focus on volunteering, focus on getting somebody in front of the information and grow yourself an income. That's what you need to do. Because here's what happens. By my 4th year, I sold over 200 apps personally, and I got the $100,000 rating, all right? And make sure that you can fulfill every need your customer has. And the only way you can do that is getting certified in every single area. Because here's what I want you to understand. Let's say the company says today, look, we're going to change the whole comp plan. The only position we're going to have is senior associate. 50% of you in the room will say, man, I knew that BS was coming. They bought new managers, and new team, knew everybody. I quit. Half of you would quit. You're telling me all I can make is 138 bucks. Then what if they said, look, and not only that, we're not going to do any overrides. It's only personal production. 50% more of you would still what? Quit. Senior associate, if you did one a day, your commission is 138 bucks on the 25.90 plan. That's the $17 legal plan and the $9.95 identity plan. 138 bucks. You would make $50,000 doing one a day. People say, how do you get the ring part-time? I average 2. It's a simple math situation. So some of you are in there thinking, how am I going to get the ring? Figure out your ratio and figure out a way to sell 1 to 2 memberships a day. Because here's the good news. You won't be at that commission long if you're doing 1 or 2 a day. Just on personal production, you sell 25, you hit that position. Sell 50, you go to what? Manager. So your money's going to go up even on personal production. By the time, you won't even be able to get through the whole year at that position because you'll be doing 1 a day at 150 days. You go director because you personally sold 150 memberships. So that dollar amount is going to jump to 200 bucks every time you sit down with someone. So you're already a third of the way through what you need to be a ring earner by selling 1 a day. Oh, and here's the good news. They do allow overrides. You still can override everything your team does. Oh, here's the even better news. There's a promotion now. Every time you rank your best, they add more money to the pot. So between personal production and team overrides for the 359 days, make sure you average 226 bucks. Look, real quickly, I want you to understand your money. This is very important. Those dollar commissions that you receive are your 1-year advance commission. Everybody understand? Yeah. Yep. Your persistency is judged based on percentages. So the first column is up to 55%, 55 to 56 to 65, 66 to 75, 76 to 85, and over 85%. Everybody see it up top? All right, so 55, 55 to 65, 65 to 75, 75 to 85, 85 and above. Everybody good? Yeah. Let's say you are a brand new junior associate. You market a membership today, you're going to make about 70 bucks. That's your 1-year advance commission. You only sold 1 membership, right? Let's say you sold 2 memberships today. You would make 100 and what? 140 bucks, 70 times 2, right? This was rounded off. Well, a year from now, if both of those memberships are on the books, that means 85% or more of your memberships are still what? Active. So your persistency is at 85%. So next year, you made 70 bucks per membership. Next year, the company's going to pay you another $16.10 on that membership. So you sold 2 memberships. They're both on the books. You're going to make $16.10. Now here's where persistency gets tricky. Let's say one of those memberships you said, hey man, I just need a counter. Go ahead and fill this out for me. No. So they fill it out for you so you can get your counter, but a week from now, 2 weeks from now, they don't know what a legal plan does, so they cancel. You sold 2 memberships, now you only have 1 left on the book, right? Mm-hmm. So your persistency a year from now is 50%. You only have 1 membership left on the book. That 1 membership now is only going to pay you $3.22 because of your persistency being under 50. You all see it? So persistency is a double-edged sword. You want to make sure that your book of business is always above a 75 or 85% persistency. Now, let's say you're a senior associate. You sell a membership today, you get paid 138 bucks, right? A year from now, that membership is still on the book. And it's at, let's say, 85% persistency. What is the company going to pay you? What is it? $8.13, right? So you're telling me that a junior associate who sells a membership gets 16 bucks, but a senior associate only gets $8.13? No, you were this junior associate, you were the associate, and you were the senior associate when you sold the membership. So you get the junior associate, the senior associate, and the associate override. It's cumulative. So as a senior associate, you're making $8. You understand? It's a cumulative bonus. If you're a director, it's 813, 813, 813, 813, 16, 10. Your goal is to hurry up and get to director. It's the highest earned compensation position where you don't have to qualify. Get to director as fast as possible. Sell 150 memberships. Recruit 3 people that go manager. Whatever it is you need to do, get to director. All right? And through the entire process, focus on your persistency. I want you to understand something. Let's say we market 100 memberships today. You're a director. So at the director position, 813, 813, 813, 813, 16, 10. That dollar amount is $48.62. Write it down. $48.62. At a director, and put down there at an 85% persistency. Or 100% persistency. At a 50% persistency, at director, same position, 163 plus 163 plus 163 plus 163 plus 322 is $9.74. Let's say you sell 100 memberships today, right? A year from now, let's say you didn't do a good job of selling those memberships. Meaning it was all about, I just need points. We showed no value to those customers. Or it's just about saying, I need a new recruit, but we didn't talk to the recruit about the importance of keeping the membership. A year from now, if you're at 50%, that means 50% of your memberships fell off the books. So now, instead of getting the $48.62, you're getting $9.74 on the remaining 50 memberships every year. So next year, you can look forward into residual income about $496.74. Write it down. $496.74. 100 memberships at 50% consistency, meaning 50 of them fell off. Well, what if you took time to really do a good presentation? What if you took time to really properly explain the membership? What if you were at 100% consistency a year from now? Meaning those customers decided, look, I really need to get my will done. You're telling me every time that I get a speeding ticket, I can have someone go to court for me? Yes. Are you telling me that I can wake up tomorrow knowing that every single decision I make from this point forward is the right one because I can actually consult with an expert in any single area of the law? Yes. If you properly explain that to somebody and they keep the membership, now you have 100 memberships at the book. At a director level, at $48.62 per membership, same book of business as your bad persistency, but now it's good persistency. Next year, you can look forward to an extra $4,862 for something you did in one time. I got a real estate agent on my team last month, sold